Hey, I'm the Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record weekly review special for week 13 in the second year of the Gaming Decathlon competition. This week I brought in 1,780 points, which is actually a small drop from last week. We did have a couple games that finished up a season last week, and those resets brought scores down a bit. So that's almost 1,000 points short of our best round record of 2,691, which was scored 5 weeks ago. Current virtual best, only a tiny increase to 3,091, 11 points higher than last week's total. And the all-time virtual best is unchanged this week, remaining at 5,295 points. Looking at the 10 games individually, Kenshi, this week, still trying to gain stability, improve the base. So not a lot going on there. A lot of fighting, one battle after another, trying to get this group to survive and not starve to death. Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2019, very, very busy this week as the in real life March Madness tournament is ongoing. Lots of bonus episodes in college basketball this week. Had high hopes for this season as we got back the two best players that we have ever had in the program for their sophomore seasons. And then Clint King, our best player that we've ever had, the reigning conference player of the year, one of the shortlisted players for college basketball player of the year, the Naismith Trophy, goes down with a year-long recovery Achilles tear. Absolutely devastating, and just threw an absolute wrench in our season. We still made it to the NCAA tournament. We got to the second round, but it was absolutely not the season that it could have been without King. That brought our score down to just 420 this season as we got knocked out in the second round technically of the conference tournament, but the first round, that competitive round for us as we had a bye. But we will still be promoted to the next higher division. We will get everyone back as no one chose to leave early for the draft. So King will be back, Granberry will be back. We do have 4 seniors on their way out, but with a year of progression, hopefully we'll be the same or better next season. Draft Day Sports College Football season number 2 wrapped up with just one win, 25 points to our name. Absolutely devastating on that, but that is the nature of the start of the series. The team we inherited was okay, and we did well. But with a coaching staff of all ones, a prestige lowest in the nation, it was bound to have an impact, and our players didn't develop. Our recruits were only okay. There was a couple of good ones, but there was a definite drop in quality, and that really showed with only one win this season. Motorsport Manager, 77 points. Not a huge haul, but we got 4 more points from last week's total. And so a 7th place, not bad. Pro Cycling Manager, in the career mode, we earned 96 points now. That's an increase of 11 from where we were at before. And the big focus of late has been, of course, the signing period and where we're at. And there are still a lot of nerves as to whether we're going to survive this series or not and make it to Pro Continental. So we're in Continental now. We're at that lowest division. We're absolutely dominating Continental, but we're going to need to get a promotion for the team to continue evolving and moving forward. There's only so much we can do at the Continental level. So really nervous about whether we're going to make it there or not as we are done with our signings now. Just a handful of races left in the season as a whole. In the Pro Cyclist mode, of course, this is that season where I'm looking to get 1,000, be the first game to ever hit that point and make it to mastery. High hopes. Haven't started any of the Grand Tours yet, and this week we had the Colorado Classic, and it was okay. for the second week in a row, I was not picked as team leader. And that really hurt. It made it a lot more difficult when I had to play that team role and waste a bunch of energy at the front of the field and then try without any support to do something still to earn some points. And I got a little bit. Picked up 14 points in this episode, so not bad, I suppose, considering. The other part-timers were all inactive this week with all the bonus episodes going to college basketball. Dirt Rally was active, though, and this time out we started a new season. First 2 rally races, and they did not go well. No points earned. So I should have been bouncing right back and getting close to our last season ending total with the upgrade in racing classification and whatnot, and that didn't happen. Did not happen. Really struggling through those first 2 races, so hopefully next week I'll get used to that car and improve. Right now that car is difficult to drive, and I'm struggling for it. But again, this week, 1,780 points. Again, that was a drop. That was due to Dirt Rally and college basketball games finishing up seasons and then coming back with less this season, at least so far. On the all-time virtual best side of things, no changes. Like I said, none of those top 10 games scored Pro Cycling Manager. Of course, I'm still early in the season following our best season, so I'm still building towards that 854. College basketball, again, the injury to Clint King prevented us from outscoring our previous best. Football Manager was inactive this week, so there was no score outside those next best. 12, 13, 14, none of those games scored any points. They're all a bit shy of those records or were even inactive in one case. The one game that did show improvement and moving up a couple spots was the career mode for Pro Cycling Manager, and I moved up 2 spots, which only put me to, 20th now? So it's up to 20th, which still isn't in that best of the rest. I'm still outside of that next best 3. So that was it. That was all we got for points. So very quiet week in terms of scoring. Hopefully next week we can pull some things along. But again, I've got another reset in college basketball. I've got a reset in college football, but I'm only losing 25 points there. So that's not going to be a big loss. And the college basketball one, there was a lot of points left on the table, and with a few episodes coming next week, I should at least be able to get back to where I am. So I hope that next week we'll at least be back in a positive direction, scoring some points again, building up that score a bit more. I don't think we'll hit 2,000 yet, but it'll be nice when we get back up to that point. But I've got way too many games that are scoring under 100 right now. I mean, NBA 2K19, the career mode for Pro Cycling Manager, Motorsport Manager, college football, Kenshi, all under 100. That's half the games. Half the games are under 100. So it's really hard to get a high score right now when we're at a low level for so many games and have so far to go to master those and be at the top. But that's going to do it for this review special. Thanks for tuning in. Next week we get to the Final Four and the National Championship, so we'll be wrapping up all those bonus episodes we get for college basketball right now and starting to get back towards a normal distribution of games after that. Bye for now.